In the distant future, when the end of days approaches, four riders will emerge from the depths of prophecy. Riders who bring destruction, pestilence, war, and death. These are the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, whose arrival marks the beginning of the end. The first horseman, the rider of the White Horse. He is often seen as the harbinger of conquest or pestilence. Some believe he symbolizes the rise of powerful empires, conquering lands and spreading chaos. Others say he represents disease, an invisible enemy that ravages the land, leaving devastation in its wake. Riding across the barren earth, the White Horseman brings with him a swift and merciless reign. He moves as a conqueror, setting the stage for the inevitable downfall of mankind as nations crumble under the weight of his power. The second rider, the Red Horse, is the embodiment of war. With blood-red eyes and a sword in his hand, he heralds conflict, bloodshed, and strife. Upon his arrival, the world is plunged into violent turmoil. Kingdoms fight for supremacy, and the cries of the innocent echo across the globe. The Red Horseman is relentless, spreading the flames of war wherever he goes. The third rider, the Black Horse, holds the scales of judgment. He is the embodiment of famine. As the world grows weak from the war and pestilence unleashed by the first two horsemen, resources dwindle, and hunger becomes widespread. In his wake, famine spreads across the land, and the price of bread and food rises to levels never seen before. The Black Horseman brings about a world where survival is no longer guaranteed, where the struggle for sustenance becomes the most pressing battle of all. Finally, the Pale Horseman, the rider of death. His arrival marks the ultimate end, the extinction of life itself. He is often depicted as a figure who brings about mass death, whether through disease, war, famine, or natural disasters. With each step, the Pale Horseman causes the world to wither and decay. His grim presence signals the closing of the final chapter, as all living things bow before him. Together, the Four Horsemen ride across the earth, each one bringing about their own brand of devastation. With the White Horseman comes conquest, with the Red Horseman war, with the Black Horseman famine, and with the Pale Horseman death. But the true power of the Four Horsemen lies in their unity. They are not separate forces but a single force of destruction, unstoppable and inevitable. Their arrival signals the final reckoning, the end of civilization as we know it. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse are not just symbols of the end, they are a warning that in the grand cycle of life nothing lasts forever. And when the time comes, no force can halt the inevitable march of destiny. So remember, as the world spins on, the horsemen ride, patiently waiting for the moment when the end is near. And when that time comes, they will not be stopped. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. A reminder of the end.